Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name is Max. We got another Pauper League here, and today I'm going to be playing Blue-Black Fae, Blue-Black Fairies. And before I get into this deck tech, what we're playing, our card choices, let me just shout out my channel. It's youtube.com/snapbolt. There's a link to subscribe in the description below. Below that, there's a link to go to the channel. Go check it out. Tons of great Pauper content on there. Throw a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Okay, let's go. Let's go into this. This is Blue Black Fae. What are we doing here? This is just classic, like Fae and Pauper, Spellstutter Sprite, Ninja of the Deep Hours. There's a couple different fairy decks. There's mono blue, there's blue red, and there's blue black. This is the blue black version of the deck. You still are playing like in any of the versions, Spellstutter, Ninja, and generally Fairy Seer. That's kind of the base. In the blue black and the blue red, you're playing Augur of Bolas as well. And then in this deck, since you're going black, you get access to Snuff Out, Cast Down, Gurmag Angler, and then some sideboard cards. I like the one of Fumes in the main. I think it's good in the meta right now as well. But yeah, this is a pretty well-known deck in Pauper. I have some different card choices than most. I'm just playing the full 4 Cast Down. A lot of people like one Echoing Decay. They like playing some number of Agony Warps to kill Guardian of the Guild pack. But I just like the quad cast down. This just kills anything for 2 mana except basically Guardian. You could just try to race Guardian, and some people are on 3 Snuff Out. I think 4 is better just because 0 mana kill something is where you want to be a lot of the times. And then I'm on the full 4 Fairy Seer, 4 Spellstutter, 4 Ninja, and 2 Angler. A lot of people are even only on 1 Angler in Fae, but I think 2 is good. It's another great card to have access to in this type of deck. Can close the game quickly. I'm playing 1 Behold the Multiverse as well, just because it's a good card just for value. Augur of Bolas is not at its best in this deck. We're definitely going to miss sometimes. We only have 22 instants and sorceries, but I still think it's powerful enough that we want it. Even with like a 75% hit ratio, I still think it's really good because the threat of bouncing it back with Ninja is so high in so many situations that even if you're missing a fourth of the time, it's still pretty solid. For the mana base, again, just typically how I build these blue base decks, I like to just go 4 duels, 4 Ash Barrens, 0 Evolving Wilds, and we have 2 swamps, the rest islands. So pretty straightforward there. In the sideboard, nothing too crazy. Going up to 3 Suffocating Fumes is like a new addition just because, again, I think it's good in the meta right now. It's good against elves, it's good against other fairy decks. And there's other situations like against Boros Bully, and just like maybe even against decks like Mono White Heroic or Boggles. It's good in those situations too. So it's just strong in general. 2 Chainer's Edicts, 2 Relics. It's nice to have double Relic. I think just in Pauper these days, you need to have some Graveyard Hate and respect it. 2 Negate is interesting, but I think it's actually pretty good. Just for the combo matchups, for the blue matchups. 2 Dispels, Trip Hydroblast. Just this deck is just solid. It's gonna be good. I'm excited just to been playing some pretty off the wall decks. I'm excited just to get back, play this blue deck, and I think we're just gonna crush here. So I'll see you in round 1. All right, welcome to round 1 against Disco Duck. We're on the play. Yep, keep this hand. Easy keep. And this hand's great. Just gonna lead Island. Cycle his Ash Barrens for Island. Ooh, what version of Tron are we against? Our hand's still good, regardless. Just gonna jam Augur here. Then I can get Ninja going next turn. Maybe Cascade Tron, maybe Flicker Tron. I have seen a slightly more Flicker Tron in the leagues recently. So we'll see if it's that. Cave. It could be either one still, but most likely Flickertron is my guess. Counterspell. Counterspell's not bad. But I'm going to play Swamp, attack and Ninja, and then probably just ponder afterwards. Turn 3 Ninja, let's go. Bringing back the Augur, it's just so powerful. Another land is good. I think 3 more lands is not good enough. I mean, it's not terrible to hit my land drops. I have like a ton of stuff to do. Actually, I think this is good enough. because I can just draw like untapped land and then an Ash Barrens and cycle away the Ice Tunnel if I want, or cycle the Ash Barrens to shuffle away the Ice Tunnel. And then this way I guaranteed hit another land drop next turn to be able to go like play Augur, leave up Counterspell or something. So yeah, this actually looks good enough. Like hitting like untapped land drops, I think is where I want to be right now. If they just play like a Bonder's Ornament here, it is what it is. Nothing? Interesting. All right, so now I just go play Island, attack, and then play an Augur of Bolas, leave up Counterspell. Oh, I would have had to cycle or I'm going to draw another land here. Still think this is fine here. Just get Augur down, and then again, leave up Counterspell. I can just discard an Ice Tunnel, or I just miss. Okay, this is still looking great. Impulse, just going to let that resolve. Could counter it to try to keep them off Tron, but I think I like countering stuff that like matters a bit more than that. Like they're gonna have to play a relevant spell here. Because I have Ninja down, and I'm threatening a second Ninja. No Tron. Okay. I will cycle this, even though they could play a removal spell or something. I'm not too worried about that. If they play a removal spell now, I still get to get another Ninja going. A Braid? Yeah. See, this is actually still fine. I think I just get another Island here. And then I attack and Ninja again, and just probably leave up Counterspell, maybe even play tap land. Yeah, just flickering this Augur back and forth is just so good. Could go Island Ponder. I don't think I need to. I think I'm just down to play a tap land and then discard untap land. And then I can start playing these Ponders next turn. Wow, they just miss a land drop. They could have Mystical or something. I think I just lead Augur right now. Snuff out. Don't mind if I do. It's 0 mana removal spell, so it's pretty good. I'll attack with Ninja and then play Ponder. Oh, Moment's Peace. Just let that resolve. I already have like a handful of good cards. Literally a handful. Get it? Now I think I'm just playing untapped land, go. Because they could play like a crop rotate or something that I can spell stutter. Could be better just to play 2 ponders here. Alright. Because they probably can't play more than 1 spell. This is, I don't think, good enough. Could just leave up Ash Barrens as well, but I think I just like pondering again. Alright, this has got to be good enough. We'll just draw Augur and then Ninja. Just will not cycle this Ash Barrens basically no matter what here. And yeah, they can just flashback a Moment's Peace, but I just think I don't really care about that. Yeah, I don't want to cycle because I want to draw Ninja. This is actually pretty insane here. Just start by attacking with both, and then I think I'll Ninja back this Augur again. Could even consider countering a Moment's Peace, but I just don't think I want to. I want to save my counterspell. I guess another thing I could have done is taken FAERIE here, so then I could spell stutter things that cost more mana. But I don't think I need to. I know I don't hit, but I just get my Ninja into play basically for free. I think I'm even fine to just go play Augur and then just leave up just 1 counterspell here. Nice. Then I can just play a tap land, pass. So they're going to have something pretty incredible. They're just missing land drops. Yeah, our hand was great there. We just played it safe. All right, we get a lot of sideboard here. I think I want these 7 cards. This Fumes can come out. Definitely some number of these removal spells can come out. It can break up the combo, like their loops, but overall I don't think you need that many. Like you don't want to have a handful of removal spells. You want to draw all counter spells. Could just slide out all the cast downs because it's 2 mana. Like Snuff Out might just literally just be better. Fairy Seer and Spellstutter Sprite are somewhat questionable as well, but they allow me to apply a little bit more pressure. I need to take out one more card. Um, could cut a Ponder, could cut one Spellstutter, could cut one Fairy Seer. I think I like having all of those. Could go down to 2 Snuff Out and just try to counter on basically everything they're doing. I think having some removal spells for like Mnemonic Wall is good. You just really don't want to draw too many of them because a lot of games they're just not really going to be playing creatures. Could just side out a Fairy Seer. It's just like a low impact card. I like it. Thord is good because a lot of times they can't really attack us, so just taking the Monarch is a good way to fight this matchup. Relic is really good. Yeah, this looks great. So can we take down the Flickertron Menace? I think I'm supposed to keep this hand. I don't have any pressure, but I have double Preordain to try to hit land drops, and then I have like infinite counterspells. So I think I'm supposed to keep. I don't know. Preordain and land is good. Not like this. Alright, I get to play another counterspell here though. Or another Preordain here. I could Ponder. That gives me one more look. Okay, nice. Double Island. Definitely drawing these. Gonna Preordain again just because I have infinite Preordains. It's bottom the Angler, top the Island. Pass. And then next turn I can go Island, Preordain again, leave up Counterspell. Alright, Bonders is a problem. Ninja, huh? I think I want these actually. Maybe just one of them. I think I'll just draw the Ice Tunnel. Maybe I'm supposed to draw Ash Barrens and I can just cycle end of turn and then have untapped land. Alright. Pass. I even have Dispel up here. If they Tron up and they start drawing cards with Bonder's Ornament, or they just start drawing now, it's pretty bad for me, gonna be honest, but we can still win this. I think I have to just do this. Pretty bad. It's probably just gonna get countered, but I don't want to just sit here forever. And oh, Pyroblast? Okay, well, this also stops them from drawing a card. Impulse. Alright, well, not great for me, obviously, especially if they just tap out for Moldrifter or something. So that was maybe just way too greedy, but I didn't want to just sit here and have them just draw cards. And if they didn't have like an Exclude or a Pyroblast, and this resolves, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, Moldrifter. Alright, well, I just kind of fucked up here. I think I'll just kill this now. Now they get to draw a bunch of cards anyway. Don't really have answers for this. I should probably have a Bonder's Ornament in my sideboard. This is like not the worst ever for me. I know they're drawing an extra card here, but I have so many counter spells. Like if I just find like an Augur of Bolas or a Gurmag Angler at this point, should be pretty good. Just 5 counter spells in hand. They're not hitting a land drop? You have to discard Moment's Peace? Sure. Think I just go. I don't want to give them like infinite time here. I think I actually just negate rather than dispel. They probably counter back. Prohibit. Yeah. This is actually fine. I guess it's bad again if they draw like a mold, if they just jam a Moldrifter here. Oh, Crop Rotate. Ugh. I maybe just played this game badly, specifically also by keeping this hand. Like maybe I'm the one that needs to pressure them because I can't really just keep an all counterspell hand. And also by jamming those ninjas, yeah. Mnemonic Wall, get back Pyroblast. Okay. Now they have this Bonder's Ornament plus Tron mana going, so yeah, I think I lose here. Second Bonders. I think I just have to counter as bad as this is. Can't have them drawing 2 extra cards per turn. They do have a Pyroblast and they just let that go. Makes sense. Okay, that's good. That's what we needed. Probably just miss here though. Yep. Definitely punted this game, but I took some lines. It could have worked out, but yeah, it was pretty greedy the way I played it. Pulse, get back Mole Drifter. I think I'll just dispel. Maybe I was supposed to just play a counter spell, but I think I'm fine just to dispel that. If they go for Red Blast, I'll probably just counter. Oh, is it Unwind? Dispel. Okay, I'll let that resolve. And I think I just counter this. If they have any way to flicker or like a mystical teachings or something here, I'm wrecked, and I can't even really keep up with the card advantage right now anyway, so I'm gonna have to do something. They even have a Pyroblast still in hand. Yeah, I think I just needed to. I think most likely I just needed to not keep this hand basically because I was almost felt like I was forced to play those ninjas, which was really bad. Just because I didn't think I could just sit against Bonder's Ornament. Also, I couldn't leave up Counterspell on turn 2 for Ornament, which was brutal. Just gonna keep fighting here. Surprise! Like in the last league I played, I played against Flickertron twice, and now to play against it again it's pretty rare. Generally, don't see it in the leagues that much. All right, Relic is good. They can't Pyroblast this. I have double counter backup. Relic is actually pretty annoying for them. So they probably can only play one more counter spell, like the Pyroblast here, so I should be good to resolve this Relic. Again, which is pretty annoying for them. I could break up a flicker loop here with it. So let that happen, and then counter this. And then I don't want to pop Relic right now, but I can just leave it available just for whenever they try to get something back. I could pop right now because drawing a card is reasonable. They're tapped out. They have 5 cards in hand. I get to draw. Then the problem is if they Ghostly Flicker, they can just keep looping. And right now, I'm just worried if I don't pop this, that they're gonna like have a Ghostly Flicker, and then when I do have to pop it, they're gonna like Ghostly Flicker in response, get back Ephemerate, which is pretty annoying. This is pretty close, I think. It's better to wait for value, but if I just wait indefinitely, they're gonna be able to draw and play through it. This might be wrong as well. I think I'm just supposed to do this. That's pretty disgusting, honestly. Maybe I wasn't even supposed to cycle that Ashburns as well to hold it for a ponder shuffle, but I didn't. Yeah, I feel like I punted this game. Red and 5. It's supposed to be Mole Drifter. Felt like they're trying to jam Mole Drifter now. Yeah. And then Ghostly Flicker. I'll just concede. So I could have left up Relic to prevent this, but even this, like, I was not beating. I just didn't play well, didn't keep a good hand, and then got flooded also. So that'll happen. Again, I need to counter most of their creatures anyway. I don't want too much removal. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's run it. Play first. Can I have a better hand? I do. Keep. Just going to lead fairies here. I don't need to relic right away. They're on the mulligan. This hand is much better. Even though that last hand looked tempting with the, like 4 counter spells we had in our opening, I don't think it was actually good. Definitely top this ninja and just ninja on turn 2 here. That's a good way to win this matchup. This puts a lot of pressure on them in the fact that like we're drawing extra cards as early as turn 2. Yeah, I'd like to use the ability. Okay. Yeah, it's hard for them to do anything right now. We're gonna at least get one more card out of this. Augur, okay. Oh, I should have probably fairies here first to hit a land drop. Another relic. I think I just need to bottom. I just want to hit lands, I think. This spell isn't bad, but again, I think lands are better. Cannonade would be like really annoying if they just go land Cannonade here. Okay, that's annoying too. Just exile their Pyroblast. Just not hitting lands. Feel like I want to keep the relics around, but I just don't know if I have that luxury. I could just play an Augur of Bolas. Alternatively, I could crack Relic, play another Relic. If I hit a land, I can also crack Relic, play Augur. I think I'm just supposed to play this. Okay, definitely taking Preordain. Pass. Pretty unfortunate to bottom those lands and then miss land drops like this, but it'll happen. All right, I think I'm going to attack and then I guess I'll Preordain first. They could counter it, but they don't. Let's go. I think I'm supposed to bottom top. I want to draw even more lands. I'm going to attack with both of these, and I think I actually ninja back my fairies here. This could just get killed as well. I could just play an Augur, wait till I have like protection up. They just have so much mana available here. I don't hate just playing another Augur. I think I'm actually going to do that. It's kind of a weird line, but I think this is going to die if I just play it. Exclude? Oh, teachings? Okay. So what are they teachings for? Like a flicker? A pyroblast? Okay. Just get that teachings out of there. Just take another Preordain. Pass. So they can just jam a Mole Drifter. I don't have a Swamp yet. So looks like what they're going to do. Okay. I can resolve and hit with a ninja now. There's, okay, nice. That's good. So it's just definitely just play Ice Tunnel, play Snuff Out. I think I play Preordain here because there's a chance I just want to leave up like a counter spell if I draw it. Spell stutter for X equals 2. They do have a Pyroblast. I feel like it's good enough. I think I'm going to go top the spell stutter, but I am just going to ninja right here. Just take my card while I can get it. And I get to bring back my Augur, which is good as well. Get in for 1 more damage. 7 cards in hand, and another untapped land is great. Okay, so they have free reign this turn, but they're nowhere near Tron. Another Mole Drifter. Okay, that's beatable. They're like so pissed. ... Well, you love to see it. You love to see the salt. Okay. So now I could lead on Augur of Bolas. This Gurmag is costing me 3 right now. But I could Augur into another Snuff Out or a counter spell. I think it's good to Augur first. I could also just Thorn, but I think that's a little bit risky. I guess I could attack first and then Thorn Tapland. That seems good to me. I could just attack with all their either going to eat Fairy Seer or trade with Ninja. Either way is fine. And then if they eat Fairy Seer, I can play like a Gurmag Angler leaving up a Spell Stutter or something. Let's just attack with all. I like it. I could also not attack with Fairy Seer, actually. I think I actually like that. This like forces them to trade with Ninja, which I kind of want them to do. So again, I do want to play Thorn, but I think actually playing Gurmag Angler, leave up Spellstutter Sprite is better here. So that's what I'm going to do. It even potentially presents lethal if I flash in Spellstutter. And getting to play my tap land here is decent as well. I guess I could play untapped land Relic, but I don't think I have to. I think I'll just do this. Opponent with a dot dot dot. That happens when you play Tron sometimes. The no GG dot dot dot. I didn't play perfectly, especially game two I punted, but beating Flickertron there, not bad. This deck is good. Let's go round two. All right, after defeating the menace of Flickertron, not the real menace, Mono White Heroic's the real menace, but after defeating Flickertron in round one, we're against Cryomancer. Would you like to play first? Yes, I would. I'd like to keep. Yes. Turn two Spell Stutter and then flash in Ninja, or Ninjutsu and Ninja. After flashing this in, let's go. Spell Stutter is just so good. We also have a cast down. Let's see what we're up against. Desert. Okay, well, my Spell Stutter actually gets through Desert because this only you can only activate this in the end of combat step. So I can actually Ninja past a Desert here. And if they play like a Preordain or something, or a 1-drop, I get to counter it. Plains Desert. I don't know what that means, but definitely just going to go for Ninja here. I think I go Island, attack, and then Ninja. Plains. Maybe it's like some blue-white control deck or something? Blue-white flicker? Or I just don't understand Desert. Mono-white control, perhaps? Okay, I'm just going to cycle Ash Barrens end of turn. Probably get Swamp here. Journey to Nowhere. Yeah, it's annoying. They don't have a land drop? That's bad for them, especially if they need to leave up Desert at all. Kind of want to go. I think I kind of want to take a weird line and go cycle Ash Barrens, play Fairy Seer rather than playing Augur, because then I can Spell Stutter up to a 2-drop, and I can utilize a good scry after cycling this Ash Barrens. So I like it. It's kind of a funky line here, but I think it's good. Oh yeah. I think I can just top. Then I'll just pass with Spell Stutter available. If they don't play anything, I can just Ninja this back and replay it and still have Spell Stutter up. If they play a creature, I can just let it resolve and cast down it if I want. Yeah, there's Chancery. Okay, that's kind of expected. Bounce Plains. Yep. I think I do flash one of these in. Because then I can keep my fairy count higher. when I ninja here. Temporal Isolation. I think this is a what's that card called? It's like the 3 mana aura. It's like an enchant. It's an enchantment aura, and when it leaves the battlefield, the opponent sacrifices that permanent, and then you like flicker it a bunch. Enchanted creature has shadow. Prevent all damage that would be dealt by enchanted creature. Maybe this is just some brew that I just don't know. Also, that's a possibility. So I think I'm just ninjaing back my spell stutter here, keeping my fairies here around. I'm not going to attack with it into desert. Seems good. Again, getting my spell stutter back in my hand is nice. And I can still spell stutter a 2-drop. I get to draw a card here. I have cast down available. I just think there's some blue-white flicker enchantment type deck, but I don't know for sure. Just gonna pass with spells that are available. They play another desert. It's actually kind of annoying. If they play a 3-drop, I cannot counter it. Heliod's Pilgrim resolves. Reality Acid. That's the card I was thinking of. Okay, so they are the deck I thought they were. So I think I'm gonna just flash in a spell stutter. Then I can spell stutter like a Reality Acid. I like this. Interesting. I do want to be able to spell stutter a Reality Acid. So, what's my line? I can just attack with just Ninja and see if they chump. Because I don't want to play a Ninja here on my spell stutter sprite, because then I won't have enough fairies to spell stutter again. I'd rather do this next turn. I'd rather play Augur this turn. That being the case, should I just jam Augur right now? Could draw a Snuff out and just kill this. I think I'm just supposed to attack with just Ninja here. And then probably play Augur. It's kind of weird. I could also attack with Fairy Seer and then flash in Ninja for that and then replay it. Maybe that's best, actually. Yeah, let's do it. Kind of changed lines last minute here. Because I'm doing the fairies here because I want to have 3 fairies in play. And this way I can replay fairies here, still have spells that are available, and I get 2 ninjas down. Another spell stutter is really nice. Oh, I forgot they could do this. I punted. Desert can be hard to play against. They said LOL 3 ninjas already. Isn't that 2 ninjas already? Whatever. Just the salt from the opponents today. Love it. Okay, let's see. I have 5 mana. Probably do want 1 more land. I think I can just bottom Ash Barrens, top Swamp. Yeah, let's go bottom, top. I think drawing a land is fine. There's a second desert. Okay. Maybe they're just playing desert like in this meta. They're just gonna play Reality Acid here. Yeah, definitely just counter this. Now they even tapped a desert. I guess they're gonna play a Journey to Nowhere now. Oh no, it was 3 ninjas. I'm an idiot. Okay. So they dealt with the ninjas. Sure. They have 5 cards in hand. Just preordain. I think I'm just playing another Augur. Oops, definitely not spell stutter. That could have been bad. Don't think I played this game that well either. Could take another preordain. I kind of like Snuff Out though. Snuff Out kind of protects me from like future Reality Acid plus bounce shenanigans, because I could kill my own creature with it and just deal with their reality acid permanently. And I have a spell stutter here. I know they have double desert, but my augurs can actually get through that at the moment. And soon I can just do a lethal attack because desert doesn't actually, you can't actually activate it till after damage is dealt. But desert is definitely a problem for me. Omen of the Sun. I feel like I just spell sort of this. Maybe I'll draw the fourth ninja. Yeah, let's go. Let's go preordain before ponder, I think. Just looking for like counterspell now. I'll take an augur. I think I'll ponder first, try to set up this augur, even though I might not have counter up. Okay, well, never mind. I'm just not going to play augur. Just going to draw counterspell and then augur, and then I can augur into the next counterspell. I probably should have just drawn counter because I have an augur in hand already that I forgot about. Just trying to play fast though. Shuffle your library, no. And I think I just attack for 2. I don't want to lose 2 of my creatures for no reason. They kind of have to keep leaving up deserts, and I do have more counters coming, so still feeling fine. I think actually the way I stacked it on top was reasonable. Yeah, tapping their deserts is kind of rough for them because my board is already pretty massive. Core Skyfisher, so they can bounce like a desert, replay it, and they get a 2/3. I think I just counter this. I guess I can just kill it. I know they can replay desert, but yeah, I'll just kill it. Probably just bouncing a land here. Yeah, sure. I'll just go for cast down. Another core Skyfisher. So they can now bounce planes. They can't really bounce journey. Again, I think I can just let these resolve. They're not really doing anything because I already have answers for them. So they bounce planes here probably. Yeah. I think they just are dead basically. 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I can untap before snuff outing. Doesn't really matter, I guess. I do only have one counterspell up, but I'm going to reveal it here. Ooh, another snuff out. Do I want that? No, just counter. And then just attack for 2. Put them to 7. Then I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I have lethal. I suppose I can play another augur here. No reason not to. I only have one counter up anyway. Sweet. This deck is good. Tranquil Cove, okay. But now I actually, because I played another augur, I still have lethal. So I can just attack with all. I'm pretty sure they lose because I can counter any spell they play. Yeah. Okay. So we get to bring in negates. I don't know if Dispel is good. I don't know the builds of reality acid builds right now. I mean, I feel like it has to be good. I feel like relics are pretty good as well. They're gonna have to have like some way to rebuy their stuff. Like they could have they probably have momentary blank, or at least the builds used to play momentary blank, but if they don't have momentary blink, they have to have like ephemerate loops, right? There's like almost no question that they have that. We saw core Skyfishers. I feel like they're gonna have more creatures. I'm not exactly sure how to sideboard here. Dispel might be a little aggressive, but they're like a blue-white deck. They're gonna have to have instants. Like a lot of their ways to flicker have to be instants for sure. Gurmag is actually like so-so, but it's good against deserts, which I want to be better against. Can definitely cut like at least a Fairy Seer. Could even cut Behold. Seems reasonable here. I could go down some number of removal spells. Just I think Snuff Out is where I want to be because they're not really pressuring my life total that much. So maybe 6 removal spells is fine here. rather than 8 in this matchup. Could cut a Ponder, and the last cut could cut another FAERIE here and just be a little more controlling. I think all these are good. Stormbound Geist is also probably pretty good. All right, cutting another FAERIE here, and then now I need one more card to cut. I'm taking out, 2 creatures. I'm bringing in 3 non-creatures, yeah. I'm cutting, let's see. Right now I'm cutting 4 spells, but I'm bringing in 4 spells as of right now, so my Augur count's the same. I could just go down to 3 Augur. Could cut a Spell Stutter Spray. I think cutting I could cut all the FAERIE Seers, or even like another one and just be super greedy with my Ninja package. I mean, FAERIE Seer is, the only thing it's really doing is turning on this. I think keeping 2 is still reasonable. Could also get greedy and just cut another Ponder. Or I can cut another removal spell. It's tough. Maybe cutting Behold is where I want to be, but I'll just get greedy in sideboard like this before I run out of time. Don't know if this is great, but I do like siding out some cantrips just because I like to have more like actual cards that matter in these matchups that are really grindy. Okay, I mean, Snap Keep. They kept as well. Cove, sure. I think I'm just leading FAERIE Seer here. Another Snuff Out and a Relic. These cards are not bad. I could bottom, or I could top the Relic. Do I want to draw a Relic? I could also top and then play Augur, guaranteed hit Snuff Out. It's kind of rough on land drops, and I kind of want to leave up Spell Stutter as well. It's not terrible. I mean, I could just bottom as well. Draw other things that matter. I guess I feel like these are good enough. I'm just going to top and just jam Augur next turn. Then I guaranteed hit on it because I'm drawing the Relic and then I have Snuff Out on top. I like it. It's kind of tough, but I think they're going to just go Island Preordain here probably. No, they get Plains and they play Chancery. Interesting. Could leave up Spell Stutter, but I think I like the guaranteed hit on this. Do I take Preordain? I don't even think so. I think Snuff Out's actually pretty good. So they have Plains plus Tranquil Cove in hand that we know about. I think I like just jamming Augur there. Seems good. Okay, now we just know about just Tranquil Cove. Thraben, sure. I feel like I just go to kill this now, and if they try to counter, I can just Spell Stutter. I just have so many Snuff Outs at this point. Can get in for more damage. Just gonna pass with Spell Stutter up now. Would be nice to get Relic down, but yeah, I definitely want to be able to counter a 2-drop or a 1-drop. Yeah, counter this. I don't want them to start flickering that. Okay. That's why I sided out a lot of my creatures. Right, they have 4 cards in hand. I can't actually play Gurmag, which sucks. I can just start relicking them. I don't want to crack it yet because I do want to get this Gurmag down. I'm in kind of rough shape here. I'll probably negate almost anything they do. Just because I want another card for Gurmag, and it kind of slows them down at the same time. All right, let's Ponder. Yeah, I mean, these aren't lands, but I think they're good, right? I'm just going to draw the counter spell here. Then attack. And then I guess I just relic them. I should have already done it, but doesn't really matter. Pass. Just going to pop these graveyards out. Omen of the Sea. Could just negate this. Just worried about them playing like a Mole Drifter or something at this point. I guess I do even have Snuff out. I'm just going to negate. I don't want them to be able to get like their engine going. And if they play again like a creature and try to flicker it, even though it looks like I'm tapped out, I do have double Snuff out. And they might just be looking for gas here. They just tap out for Mole Drifter, that's beatable. Okay, nice. I have 5 cards in yard, so I can't quite Gurmag because I need to leave up counter. I think I just leave Preordain. Do I need fairies here? Probably not. It's just bottom top. Stormbound Geist has got to be good. Guess maybe I shouldn't have brought this in. Like, we've already seen multiple journeys. But I brought it in. Alright, next turn I can play Gurmag. They're just cycling now. Feeling decent about this position. Untap. Just go land, Relic you, attack, and then play Gurmag. I only have 1 counter to fight over this Gurmag with, but I think I will probably fight. Could have tapped 1 more land as well to leave 1 more card in yard, but I don't think it's that relevant. I wonder if they can get enchantments back from the yard, or if this relic just literally doesn't do anything. Might just crack at end of turn here. If this is a journey to nowhere, I think I just counter it. It's a core Skyfisher. All right, I'll let that resolve. They can't bounce anything for value, which is why I countered these. Bounce planes, replay planes. Now journey. Let's counter it. They could counter back. Dispel, okay. Yep, just have to let this happen. They're down to 3 cards in hand. Oh, are they gonna Flicker of Fate this like in response? They might. Looks like that's what they're doing. Oh, Ephemerate, the core Skyfisher to bounce this in response. So I think I'm just gonna snuff. Wow, this was such a greedy play by them. Because now I just snuff out this in response. They should have at first targeted the Angler, because now Ephemerate doesn't happen, and now they just are exiling my Augur. Yeah, that's pretty bad for them, I feel like. I think I'm just popping to draw a card. Now I have my Gurmag in play. I think that was a pretty big mistake from them. Do they have like a negate here as their last card? Then I'm so far ahead. Spellstutter can counter only a 1-drop. It is good against cantrips, but I'm going to be tapping out for this anyway. I feel like it's better than a random card. I'm going to draw it. I am going to play Stormbound Geist here, though. They're down to 1 card, so I just want to commit more to the board. They just remembered Snuff Out when it was too late. Yeah, they should have targeted Augur there. They just made a mistake. But yeah, they just had lands in hand. I think this is a good matchup for us. Desert does help them, but I haven't seen Desert in these type of lists. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I think this is a good matchup for us in general. It's just, we have a lot of interaction for what they're doing. We have a lot of removal to break up their combos. Snuff Out, pretty solid. 2-0 with Fae. Let's keep it going. See you in round 3. All right, round 3 here. We're against Carves, who generally is up there with the trophy leaders. Oh, Ezokrato, tied with Carves. Merc above them. and Seven Rocking, Sacred Devil, and Baiko Dia, who we just played the other day. Way ahead. Um, yeah, I mean, I think I'm supposed to keep this. This hand's not very good. Cards is usually on like the blue Fade decks as well. I think I'm supposed to keep. I might just cycle Ashburns for Swamp on turn one. I think that's best. Could just lead Ponder as well. I think it's pretty close. Blue Black Delver. I think I do go cycle here because then I can just cast down on two. Let's just pass. It's nice just actually playing a good deck here. I've been playing just like a lot of brews, which have been pretty decent. I felt like the brews I've been making have been solid, but they just don't really compare to these like blue fairy decks or Delver decks, this kind of stuff. These are just so strong. Another Delver, okay. And then they can sacrifice. They can use this as like a Delver trick to try to flip their Delvers, but I'm probably just gonna kill one of the Delvers on my turn. I'll get hit for one. I could wait to see if it flips, but they could have Spell Pierce or Force Spike, which I've seen this player play before. I think it's safer just to do this. It's a little less value, but getting a Delver off the board, I think, is just where I want to be. I just want to set up my engine, and I think just slowing them down from this start is what I want to do. So they're going to crack anyway. Makes sense. Okay, so it's Blue-Black Delver against Blue-Black Fae. This is an interesting matchup. This should be fun. They have 4 Gurmags. They have a lot of removal, but we have ninjas. So if we're ever able to get these set up, it's pretty nice. And having this card is nice in this matchup too. Yeah, they're on 4 Delver, 4 Augur, 4 Gurmag. They play this deck a lot. Chainer's Edict. Okay. Ice Tunnel. I don't have any snuff outs yet. I could find one off this Augur or Ponder, which would be decent. So I'm going to lead Ponder and then play Augur to try to set it up. These blue matchups can be pretty fun, pretty difficult to maneuver. Yeah, I'm just going to shuffle this. I have to just play a blank Augur here. Need to get it down. Cast down? Yeah. Pass. See if they flip this Delver. They don't. That's good for me. These decks don't play that many spells. This deck plays more than mine, but they often don't play like a crazy number of spells. They're playing an island, so they could have. They don't have spell stutters again. They're just blue-black Delver, almost certainly. Now I think the play is play island to play around like Spell Pierce. Cast down Delver right now. It could get countered, but then I can just foretell Behold. I think that's exactly what I want to do. I could just not let them use their mana right here also. I mean, they have blue up. I can just wait to see what they reveal off Delver and then go for cast down. I can't play around Spell Pierce this way though, because I'm going to have to foretell. I also don't play around Force Spike. They could have both those cards. Yeah, I'm supposed to just cast down now. Also, it's scary by me playing Island, so I have Island up. So like if they pick a fight here, it just might end badly for them. They're also almost out of gas. 3 cards in hand. Chainer's Edict in the main is pretty cool. It's good in the meta right now. Counterspell? Or like, yeah, just counter, okay. Just foretell that. They haven't even set up the Delver flip yet, so they could easily miss again. They're probably like sub 50% to hit. Probably like 40% or something, 30% to hit, 35. I don't know exactly, but they have lands and the rest of their creatures as misses. Also, we know that their draw, if they don't play creatures, every other thing they didn't reveal off Delver is probably just a land. So if they like don't play creatures here, yeah, they're gonna augur though. Oh, Bonder's Ornament, jeez, pretty sick. And they have 2 mana available. They're gonna play an augur or another Delver. Augur, okay. Well, they're tapped out, so I can resolve this. I do just want to find. Oh, they missed. They have 1 card left, but they have a Bonder's Ornament. I think I'm actually ahead right now, but it's pretty close. Counterspell is good. I could just. I was gonna say I could tap blue to leave up black mana in case I find like a cast down I want to play, but I want to leave up this counterspell, so I think I'm just supposed to do this. Spellsetter Sprite and Ninja. Man, these cards are good, but I just want like removal and things that actually matter right now. I guess I could keep the Spellsetter. It's rough. Just gonna bottom. All right, there's a Gurmag, which is good. So I'm just gonna go tap land, pass. I could also just play a Preordain here. Actually, I think I like that. I'm gonna do it. Shouldn't have played land first. All right. Just gonna take another counter. Hope no Delver flip again. And if that Delver flipped on the first turn, I'd probably just be dead in this game. But yeah, it's not Legacy. You don't have quite as many spells, but that deck does have a lot actually. Wow, miss again. That's unlucky. It's probably land. Could be another. Could be a Gurmag. Taking 3, and then I get to play a Gurmag with potentially double counterspell up next turn. And if they want to spend their whole turn to draw 1 card, that's beatable. I do need to find a removal spell for this, but I have 8 removal spells in my deck, so I have 6 left. Yeah, the quad cast down, quad snuff out is just pretty nice in this matchup. All right, they're just gonna draw. I think I just lead on just playing a Gurmag. I'll just leave Behold in the graveyard to kind of scare them. Not that it's going to scare Carves. This player's a G. All right. Just going to pass with double counter up. So if they flip a Delver, I mean, that just puts a clock on me to actually find a removal spell, but other than that, I'm, again, pretty far ahead at this point. Bonder's Ornament's good, but it's not exactly like it is with Tron, because they can't just like have all this extra mana lying around that they can use to keep drawing cards. Like, yeah, they can draw 1 card here. It makes mana, so it's strong, but it's not as good like as it is in the Tron deck. They didn't crack Terramorphic because they want to use it. If they see a land with Delver here, they want to shuffle it away with Terramorphic. So these fetch lands are actually good in this deck. Okay, there's an Agony Warp. Sure. So now they're just going to attack for 3 in the air. Again, I'm just on basically just like find a removal spell or bust here. Three cards in hand. Just gonna untap. All right, there's an augur of my own. I think I just jam it. And then I still have double counter up. I can start attacking with my Gurmag. There's a cast down. Okay. So now I'm just gonna pass the turn. I could attack, like I said. I think I do attack. And I think I'll go for cast down on their Delver on their upkeep. Then they could Agony Warp this, hit for 2. They could also Agony Warp right now to save damage. Yeah, so let's just go cast down this on upkeep. Let's see if they draw a card here. If they do, I'm just going to cast down now. Yeah, going to cast down this Delver for sure. They're just drawing. Crack Terramorphic, sure. Was that like a fake out? Oh, they just probably realized I want to thin before I draw. So I don't get to have double counter up, but I get to guaranteed get the Delver off the table. Now they've drawn 2 cards off this, so they've divinationed, but I also already cast Behold, so we're close, but I have a Gurmag in play and I have double counterspell in hand, plus these ninjas. Which soon I might be able to ninja back like an angler, replay it. Definitely let that resolve. I'm in a kind of precarious position right here, but if they don't find like removal spell, like specifically cast down for this, plus counter backup, then I can untap and probably protect my Gurmag Angler pretty well. I think I just let that resolve. I want to protect this. I can find more removal for this, but I just really want to make sure this stays alive. Just didn't want to kill that Delver. It could be the end of me, but I think this is what I want to do while playing Ash Barrens to just draw more cards. Makes sense. I like holding the counter though, not killing this. I still have, what, 5 more removal spells in my deck. I have a Preordained in hand. Still feeling decent. Nice. Paid off. I'm just going to attack with Angler. Not really scared of them like Agony Warping this. So they just take 5. Not going to Ninja here. Let's see. I have 4, 5, 6 mana, so I can't even Preordain again. I want to leave up double counter. So they'll probably just draw a card, in which case I'll just cast down this. It's going to suck because that's all of my cast downs, so I actually don't really have answers to their anglers now. I just drew all my cast downs and 0 my snuff outs. I guess I can just counter their anglers though, so yeah, I still think I'm supposed to kill Delver. Right, they've drawn 3 cards off Bonders. It's a lot. It's good in this matchup. Just going to try to go door to door with this Gurmag. A lot of decks only play 2 cast down. They can flashback Edict, but I have a Augur for that. All right, I have to counter this. If they fight, I just have to fight. Counter back. Just let those clear, and then I'll counter again. So they could have Spell Pierce or Negate, I guess, but this is also game 1. Nice art on that counterspell, though. Or Augur. What is this? 3 mana? Oh, Gurmag? It's not great. Oh, Thorn? And then I've used all my cast downs. Jeez. It's a black creature. Just, again, sucks that I found all my cast downs and none of my snuff outs. All right, Fairy Seer is actually reasonable. I think I'm supposed to play that first and then Preordain. Because I can just bottom anything that's bad and then draw anything that's good. Bottom, bottom. Worked out that I Fairy Seered first. Ponder and Counterspell. These are both good. I think I'm supposed to draw top, and then just Ponder right now. Again, I can't kill this. Let's see. Definitely supposed to just draw Counterspell and then Fairies here. What I could have done is just drawn the Counterspell this turn and then drawn the Ponder next turn. That would have actually most likely been better. Do I attack with Angler? They have to trade most likely. I think I'm fine with the trade here. Just get this out of there. It's kind of annoying. But I think I'm supposed to do this. Also remember that they do have an Agony Warp in hand. So this game may go on for a while longer. Interesting matchup here. It's nice to have an extra counter here, but I can finally get these ninjas going next turn. I'm drawing a Fairies here, and then a land that I'm going to bottom after that with the Fairies here. I think I'm playing well, considering that they resolved an early Bonder's Ornament. I think I'm doing like what I'm supposed to do here. Feeling good about my lines, but if there's anything that I could have done better, please like let me know, because I always like to improve. Could have not cast down the Delver when I did, but I'm at a relatively low life total here. I think I liked killing it. Oh, it looks like they just lost connection to the game. Hopefully they'll be back in a second. I'll pause till they get back, and we'll see what happens. Oh, they're already back. I just realized also, I think this is like should be a little bit higher. I think it's better when the cam is higher. Maybe that's too high. I don't even know. All right, got a little bit messed up. I was thinking about adding like a border to the cam. I don't know if people like that or not. Kind of takes up less space without the border, but it looks better with the border. So whatever. Don't care too much about that. I just want kind of good gameplay and good magic, good commentary. The border on the video is not what not isn't it's not what's in as important. All right. So it's their turn. It's their upkeep. They're gonna draw a card. I only have one counter spell left to protect myself, and I can get these ninjas going soon. But we do know one card in their hand that's Agony Warp. They also have a Chainer's Edict in the yard for what that's worth, but it's not worth that much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They'd have to like tap out to be able to edict here. This matchup is just so grindy. Are they gonna Agony Warp this? I think I actually just let that resolve. It sucks because they hold on to the Monarch, but I have another Fairy Seer next turn and snuff out this. It's annoying. They go down to 6. They hit me down. I think I'm supposed to let that resolve too. And then I just try to protect my Fairies here. Oh, and Gurmag Angler here. I have to counter the Gurmag. Pretty impressive. Now I can't counter Chainer's Edict, which sucks, but I could just play, just cast this and cast this, which I'm going to do. Fumes. Could have been good a while ago, but I think I was supposed to bottom. Guess I could have topped Fumes to just like eat an Augur with Ninja. Oh, cast down. Jeez. They've just drawn too many extra cards at this point. Another Agony Warp. Jeez. Got kind of crushed by this card. They're drawing a card right now. Looking for Gurmag, I guess. Snuff out. The problem is they can just flashback Chainer's Edict on this, but I just never had an opportunity to ninjutsu this in. When they put the original Agony Warp on my Fairy Seer, I could have countered it. And they would have had an Gurmag in play and everything. They're not flashing back Edict. Interesting. I guess they can just block this. I needed to draw my snuff outs earlier, I think. They also probably don't have that many ways to win the game left. No attacks. They draw. Another snuff out. Guess I just go for snuff out on their upkeep on one of these. No reason to attack. I know they can draw a card with Bonders here, but I think this is still better, forcing them to tap mana on their turn. I can't cast these for life anymore because I'm at 4. They draw. Yeah, that Bonders just stole this game. That was brutal. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting something, good like that from Carves, but all right, they have 6 cards in hand. Let's go. They can eventually Chainer's Edict to this. Counterspell. Behold. Oh, snuff out my thing? Okay. But the art, not as good. Not that that art's like bad, that art's cool, but this art's sick. Also, I mean, I know they got disconnected for like 30 seconds, but I'm also very far ahead on time. So, not that I think Carves is necessarily going to time out, but time pressure is a real thing. You have to like actually just make decisions. Yeah, I'm going to keep these. I think I'd go like this. I mean, my Spell Stutter is probably just going to get countered here. They have 6 cards in hand. Draw. How many Gurmags do they have left? 2? Augur of Bolas resolves. Watch let the trigger resolve. They have 2 Gurmags left. They draw Snuff out. Don't think I have any chance, but I'm going to keep just fighting. Fleet Admiral, sure. Just go for Snuff out. Echoing Truth, sure. They have 17 cards left. I'm at 4. I have 1 Snuff out left in my deck. Counterspell. Oh, exclude? Jeez. 15 cards left in library, but they're going to be able to kill me. Oh, I should have countered that. Not that it matters. They could have just killed this with the trigger on the stack. I'm super dead. I'll just fire it off and let them kill me. GG. That was a good game. I felt like I played well, but opponent played really well, and just Bonder's Ornament. I got crushed by an early ornament this game. It's like when you have it early, it's so good. It was just too much, too many cards. Like when it was 1 card, it was okay. I wasn't able to close it out. They kept fighting. They have so much interaction and removal. Fumes, yeah. And we're dead. Did they set up the flip? They did. Echoing Decay. Okay, they have so much removal. We just never were able to get our ninjas going early, which I think is like where you really need to be. I don't know this matchup that well as far as like who it favors or who it doesn't favor, but I think these are Relic is actually reasonable against them. I mean, they're trying to cast so many anglers. I think Relic can be pretty annoying. Do I want Thorn as well? I think I do. Man, I have to side out a bunch of cards. I think Fumes can come out. Behold can definitely come out. Just kidding. It's really good in this matchup. I mean, I could have. I could have done this in a better situation, but yeah. um, let's see. I could just side out fairies here altogether. They're probably going to bring in multiple fumes. And fumes is just so popular in the meta right now, and I know they're going to bring in multiple copies. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to get greedy. I can just ninja later, and this is such a value-based matchup that I'm just going to get ultra greedy here. Snuff out is a little rough as well. I can side out a ninja because I'm siding out quad fairies here. And yeah, just bringing in like tons of hate. Chainer's Edict I think is good. They only have like, 12, 14 creatures, the 2 monarch creatures, and then the 4 delver, 4 augur, 4 Gurmag. So Chainer's Edict I think is really good. Maybe I don't want to be on Relic. They're still most likely going to be able to cast anglers through whatever I do, but I can deal with extra Chainer's Edicts from them. And it might just be annoying if I just play like an early Relic. Don't want to go down on too many snuff outs. Maybe I'll just bring in 1 Relic. All right. Let's go. This looks good. Thorn seems good. Yeah. Not ideal, but I mean, we knew we were a clunky ninja deck. I can hit my land drops. I might just play Relic right now. It's probably worse. I'll just play a tap land. Okay. I think I will play Relic on 2 to make sure I resolve it and start eating their graveyard. I mean, if I can win this game, then they're going to be under a lot of time pressure. Do want to leave up counter, but I think resolving this Relic is more important. And I want to cycle Ash Barrens as well anyway. Just pop these out. Yeah, I wasn't that scared of like much they were doing here. Just get island, untap. Let's just start passing the turn. This is just annoying. It like really prevents them from playing Gurmags for a while. Not gonna pop it. Not gonna jam Ninja. Just gonna continue to wait here. I'm still hitting land drops for now. Relic. They're playing their own Relic. That's pretty funny. Sure. Makes sense that they are though. Just play Swamp, pass. Yeah, just gonna continue to hit land drops. Neither player can really do much here. I guess I could have played a ninja with the spell up, but I don't even like that really, honestly. All right, spell stutter is good. Just pass. Wish I had spell stutter when they played this. All right, definitely going for this. I have double counter backup. I'm gonna fight. They're gonna play a removal spell here. Snuff out. Counter it. A 2-mana counter. Counter spell. They're countering the counter. Okay. Then I'll just dispel the snuff out. Another snuff out. They're really wanting to resolve that ponder. Okay. You get ponder. And then I think. Oh, I'm not gonna have priority here, but they actually cannot Gurmag right now anyway. I think I will be popping Relic at this point. Maybe that's a little greedy, but I also want to draw. I want to draw a card here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be popping Relic. End of turn. Just want to keep them off Gurmag. Oops. Just going to pop it. I don't think I need to activate first. Four, five, six. Brutal. I can tap out for Angler next turn. They have 4 cards in hand to my 2. Doesn't feel great. Take the Monarch. Oh, Bonder's Ornament. Okay. Can they kill this? Probably. They already used 2 Snuff Outs on my spell setter. They really fought over that Ponder. That was pretty incredible. And exile my Ninja. And I'm just going to tap out for Gurmag. Augur. I think I'm supposed to play that. I mean, they're 2 cards in hand. Maybe getting down my Gurmag through a counterspell is more important. They don't have that many things that kill this. Let's go. Gurmag the hard way. I mean, they could easily have cast down, but oh, they can flashback Edict. 4, 5, 6, 7. They're really taking it slow on those edicts. 4, 5, 6, 7. So they could have tapped out for Edict. They probably should have. Oh, but Brainstorm Shuffle. That's pretty good. Land. Another Edict. Okay, cast down. They just save these forever. I'm definitely in trouble here, but it's not over. Another Augur is a great draw. They did not counterspell the first one. We hit a counter. Nice. Nice. Not missing. That's huge. Now ninjas are good draws. I have a lot of good draws now. I think I'm supposed to counterspell this. I can cast down all their other creatures, and this actually provides value because it can potentially draw a card. Thorn or something? Oh, draw? Sure. They're trying to play fast, but they're definitely under time pressure. This has been a fun match. I feel like I'm behind in this game still, but it's certainly not over. They have this. Snuff out, okay. They can never really pop Relic right now. I don't want to F6. What am I doing? I'm trying to play fast as well. Draw. They floated 1 extra mana by accident. If this is a Monarch card, oh, it's cast the Snuff out. Sure. Bottom top. Negate's good enough, I think. They're just not even bothering to tap Relic because they want to just play faster. Draw. Chainer's Edict me. I mean, I can counter this in case I draw a Ninja. I don't have any more relics in my deck. I think I'm just going to counter it. I could be wrong. I should have maybe just let this go, but I think countering it's reasonable. I think I can just bottom that as well. I already have so much removal. They can flashback Chainer's Edict here. It looks like what they're doing. Flashback Edict. Just gonna eat this twice. Wonder if I'm supposed to cast down rather than Chainer's Edict. I think that's. If I Chainer's Edict, they can get it with a relic. So maybe I'm supposed to cast down it. Oh, let's go. I think I'm supposed to do this actually. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna get my edict, but nothing I can do about that. I was the one who popped my relic to draw a card greedily. I mean, they have to they have to do something here. They have to have a cast down for this basically. Oh, flashback edict. Never mind. They already have an answer. And then they're gonna play a Gurmag. And I just go for cast down. Opponent did take a long time in game one. I know they got disconnected for like 30 seconds, which sucks, but I'm not gonna just like go slow or anything because they got disconnected for 30 seconds. I'm still just gonna play to the clock as well. Okay. I think I'm supposed to Chainer's Edict that so I can leave up an instant. I know they can relic away my edict, but they actually have to pop relic or they can't play a creature this turn. Gurmag from the opponent. Okay, now they're just popping relic to draw. I can also draw a ninja at some point. Right, Augur's annoying. I wonder if I'm supposed to cast down right now. I don't play around like Spell Pierce or something, but I think I'm supposed to just do this. Exclude? Okay. So we know about exclude. Draw. No, because then they don't have exclude up. Preordain. I think Spellstutter is good enough. I know they can exclude it, but if they draw a card here, I might actually just flash this in. I think I will. Plays around exclude. Just gets another creature down. They could have some fumes as well. They have enough time to kill me still, especially if they angler pretty soon. Stormbound Geist, okay, it's not ideal. Plus Thorn. They have exclude up, so I need to draw like another removal spell here, which I don't have that many of left. They have 23 cards in library. Brutal. I can't attack. I don't have any attacks. I'm still at 20 though. They have 2.5 minutes. With only 3 power in play. They've only drawn one Gurmag. This feels like another Gurmag here. Yeah. Oh no, it's a draw. They just tapped incorrectly. Another Bonders. Geez, another Bonders out of the board. Probably should have played Ice Tunnel, but I don't think it's that relevant. I wonder if they sided out some anglers. I feel like probably not, but maybe. Draw. Angler, okay. How many cast down do I have left? 3? I think I have 3 left. They're attacking for 1, sure. They draw an extra card. There's Counterspell. Just gonna pass. I can take a hit off Gurmag here. Try to set up like a removal spell next turn to take the Monarch. And then maybe draw more removal to get out of the game, but yeah, it's not looking good. Just gonna F6 here. I'll take it. They're, again, close to dead on time. So I just basically want to keep F6ing. I feel like I'm going to die with them having like 10 seconds left on their clock, most likely. Fleet Admiral. Maybe I was supposed to counter that. Pretty far behind at this point. Spell Stutter, and they have an Exclude up. Don't have any attacks. Don't really have any blocks either. Gonna try. And then Fumes here. Yeah, this is the Fumes. Oh no, oh yeah, Echoing Decay that we know about. Okay. Oh, then I'm just dead. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So not dead this turn, but dead next turn. Just play stuff. And they just kill me. GG's. They said they're going to kill me with 10 seconds left. Brutal. That was a good match. I just needed to win one of the two games because they took way too long. I had 12 minutes on my clock. So close. They played really well. Oh, I thought I said well played, but maybe it didn't go through. Well played, Carves. 0-2, but 10 seconds left on the clock. That was close. All right, I'll see you in round 4. Let's go. All right, after narrowly getting defeated by Carves, we're against Bernas Torres. Bernas Torres, I'm gonna say. We're on the draw. We have Ice Tunnel into Fairies here. Don't know if this is actually good enough. I can cast a Snuff out. This hand's actually interesting. I have 19 lands left in my deck. I have 2 draw steps to draw a land, basically, because I'm going Ice Tunnel go. Then I need to draw another land, basically. If I miss my second land drop, this hand's pretty bad. They kept 7. I think I need to mulligan, because even if I hit one more land, I'm still pretty choked on mana. I think I'm supposed to just mulligan. Alright, well, this doesn't work. It sucks. Alright, keep this 5. Put back Gurmag. Might even just put back Fairies here. I think I like that. And then just keep double removal spell, counterspell. Yeah. Go. This looks good. Highland Force. Okay, this might be Ponza, so none of our hands would have been good. I mean, yeah, it looks like Ponza. Probably just gonna get crushed here. Not gonna foretell because if it is Ponza, they're likely to play like a Thermokarst here, especially if they kept it in no play before turn 3 draw. Yeah, so I just counter this, and then I foretell. Oh, it's Ponder looking for land. Nice. Just gonna draw all these lands against Ponza. A good strategy against land destruction is literally just to keep tons of extra lands, like thinking you're gonna like flood out, because then it turns their land destruction spells into like nothing basically. All right, that's good, but I can still play a Behold next turn. I mean, I think I'm supposed to just go land Behold right now. Um, I think these are both good enough. Just gonna top and then cycle the Ash Barrens, and then I'll ponder next turn. I think that's better than pondering now. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but I think it's fine. Sprawl into boarding party. Bonders, that's a problem. Definitely in trouble here. I don't want my swamp to get killed. Oh, another swamp is good. All right, and there's a Gurmag as well, so I can just draw and play Gurmag right now, and then I could set up an Augur into Preordain hit next turn. I like that. not going to think about it too much. I think I'm just going to go with that line. All right, we have a 5/5. They could play like a land destruction spell on this swamp, but if they do, I have another swamp, which is nice. Okay, Dino into please just like Utopia Sprawl or Wild Growth. Into Bonders. Okay, that's beatable. Definitely beatable because I can kill this. They have 0 cards in hand. I think I want to snuff out for life. I guess I can just Augur first, hit the Preordain. Because I want to make sure to snuff out while I still have swamps. I mean, I guess I can't cast down anyway, so maybe that's just, that logic is just incorrect. Another Gurmag is actually good enough, I think. I have another swamp here. I can't cast Gurmag quite yet. Let's see. So I'm putting a 3rd card in the yard, and then I can go swamp. Then I can cast Snuff Out. So what I could do is go snuff out this, in response, snuff out this, and then play Gurmag Angler this turn. That seems worse to me. Maybe I'm just not supposed to draw spell stutter. It doesn't counter most of their stuff that I care about. Only Bolt. And I'm not even that concerned about Bolt. So I think I'm just supposed to go bottom, top, swamp, cast down, attack. Now they're playing off the top. I have an extra swamp. I can Gurmag next turn. So it's almost like we're blue-black Delver here. I mean, that's what it looks like. We haven't played any fairies yet. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we haven't. So it straight up looks like we're just blue-black Delver at this point, especially since when we're about to play a second Gurmag and haven't played any fairies. I think that helps me overall. They might not bring in like cannonades as much. Right, they're just drawing a card, sure. If they just play a creature, I can just kill it. If they're just drawing, sure. I think they're kind of in trouble here. All right, well, I'm probably going to kill that because I don't want them to even chump. Let's just see what we draw. Counterspell. Yeah, I don't want them to chump, so I'm just going to snuff out for life. And then Gurmag, leaving up Counterspell. I think they're just dead. I have a counter for something. They have to have like a good cascade basically to survive. Like it felt like we were pretty far behind here, but I think we're actually about to win. And again, it still looks like we're blue-black Delver, which helps us in the matchup overall. Could even play a 3rd Gurmag in Fae. It's just really good. It's not that hard to get like 3 cards in your yard and just play like a 4-mana 5/5 still. It's just strong. Boarding party into Wild Growth. So I can just let this resolve and then snuff out and then still have Counterspell up. I think that's what I'm going to do. Packmate. All right, so I just counter this, snuff out this, and then I have lethal. Pretty awesome Delver hand here with Delverless Delver. Just play a couple Gurmags. Nice. Quick, relatively easy game. I think Hydroblasts are good enough. They're going to have most likely Pyroblast, some number of Bolt, Boarding Party. I think that's where I want to be. That was a Bolt of 5 for us too. Jeez. That was sick. Don't think Fumes or Edict. I mean, I don't think Fumes is that great. Maybe Edict is okay. Don't think Thorn is great. Stormbound Geist does not, I don't think where I want to be. Relic deals with Pulse and Marasa. Fairy Seer is not great, but it allows me to get my ninjas going earlier, which is good. Spell Stutter just doesn't counter that much of what they're trying to do. I want to keep all my removal spells in. I like going down a couple spell stutters. I think I could just sideboard minimally like this. We did see Thermocar, so they're definitely the land destruction version. We want to just make sure to keep a lot of lands. Negate isn't bad, just countering like a Moonvalley Acid Moss or a Bonder's Ornament. Could just bring in two Negate and then take out like even two Fairy Seer or Behold the Multiverse. Behold the Multiverse is reasonable though. Just allows us to draw cards and find more lands. Negate is just so bad against like they have a lot. Their deck is mostly just like creatures and lands. I think I'm just gonna sideboard minimally. Just bring in the Hydroblasts, just because it's so effective against Pyroblast, Bolt, and Boarding Party. I mean, there's just straight up a green-red deck. See, normally I would keep hands like this, but against Ponza, especially they showed Thermocast, Karst, and Acid Moss. I just need more lands in my opening hand. This is so much better. Um, could just put back Hydroblast. I think I will. It's kind of close. I think I'll just lead Ice Tunnel as well. Wait on these cantrips. I can just double cantrip on turn 2, and that gives me an extra draw step to see what I'm drawing. All right, well, now I'm just leading Fairies here. You always want to lead Fairies here first. It gets a body down, applies pressure. If you draw ninjas, you can set up your ninjas better. You always, for the most part, I'd say 90-95% of the time, you want to lead Fairies here before Preordain. You only Preordain when you like have another, like you have like multiple cantrips and you need to hit land drops. Then you might consider preordaining before Fairies here. But even in those situations, you often want a Fairies here first. So generally, I'd say if you're still learning these decks and you have a choice of like cantrip or Fairies here on turn 1, always Fairies here, and then you're going to be in a much better spot. All right, so I'm just going to top these. Even though they're not lands, they're really good. If they don't have Bolt for this, I get to turn 2 Ninja, which doesn't even happen that often in this deck. They just pass with mana available. I think I'd probably just go for Ninja anyway. Could leave up Counterspell for their 3-drop though. That might be better. It's pretty close. Because they're, especially if they don't do anything here, they like have to have a 3-drop, right? And if I go for Ninja and they kill it, it's not great for me. Oh. Wow. I just, for some reason, thought I already had Counterspell in hand. It's just a huge punt. Oh my god. Fuck. Now they even have maybe like a Pyroblast or a Bolt up. God damn it. I just like fucked myself basically. I should have just jammed Ninja on turn 2. I'm just gonna leave up counter now. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to just jam Ninja and hope for no Bolt or anything. I just like passed the turn there. That feels real bad. I'm just gonna leave up counter here. If they kill this, I'll let it resolve. Well, I feel like actually I played pretty well against Carves, and in the other matches, I feel like I haven't played that great in general. So pretty funny. Just like I know Carves is a really strong player, but it's funny just to lose the match that like you think you played the best in. Classic Magic. Another Bonders. I think I just have to let that resolve. Land? Snuff out. I actually need to keep lands on this. I feel like they have Pyroblast here. They Pyroblast it. Sure. I'll probably just ponder looking for island. They have to have either Bolt or Pyroblast like 100% here. All right. We did find land and Ninja. I think, I mean, top is a little bit greedy, but I think I'm going for it. think I'm going to top, play land. I'm going to attack with fairies here and try to ninja here. Then if they kill the ninja, I still get to just replay fairies here, and I have snuff out up for like a boarding party or something that they do. I totally fucked this game up, but I'm just going to try to play well from the position that I'm at. You can't like get too upset about your misplays. Wow, I can't believe I just connected with that. Do they have like a cannonade? I mean, they might not know that I was even Fae, according to the first game, that is. I think I want both of these as well. It's kind of sketchy because if they kill my ice tunnel, I just can't angler and I can't cast these stuff outs either. I think it's a little too greedy to keep angler. Let's just go bottom top. Augur's gotta be good enough. I don't think they can have anything now. They have a bolt? They were just scared. They let me draw a card. That can't be right. I mean, I fucked up royally, but that was not good. I don't understand. They could have stopped me from drawing a card. Is what it is. I mean, I'm hoping they just play like a random creature that I can snuff out. If they go for a land destruction spell on my ice tunnel, it's going to be kind of bad for me because I need to have these available. The good news is my mana base is quad ice tunnel, 2 swamps. So I do have 6 swamps in my deck. Okay, opponent untaps. Sprawl resolves. Into boarding party. No, not acid moss. No. It's just not working out the way I wanted. I mean, I can still angle or ninja here. I think I was supposed to go ninja and then ponder. I like it. I see more cards overall. If I draw a land, I could also just play fairies here right now. Oh, I draw a swamp. I think I'm just gonna go swamp augur. It's a little bit greedy because they could play another land destruction spell on my swamp, but I still have a ponder to look for more swamps. I think this is good. Couldn't leave up counter anyway. Boarding party here or dino? This feels like a dino. No, maybe it's, yeah, it's a dino. Leave you up forest? Oh, for Utopia Sprawl? So they might have a Packmate in hand. Let's see if they foretell. If they do, they played well. No. Okay. Well, I think they're in trouble now. Pay for life, kill that. Then, I mean, I kind of do want another swamp, but I can also just have double counterspell up. So I just get island, play it, and then attack, and then just leave up double counter at this point. Even though I fucked this game up, this deck is so strong. It's just carrying me. Only lost against a really good blue black Delver player. I mean, yeah. Am I saying I won this game already? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying so far. Manvili Acid Moss my swamp. I mean, I could let this resolve. I have an ice tunnel in hand. I think I do. This is why land destruction isn't great if like the opponent I think knows how to play around it because like now I just counter this Packmate or whatever. Wait, do they have a foretold card? No, they don't. But if this is another Acid Moss, I mean I can just let this resolve too. I don't really care about giving them another land that much. And then I still have 2 more counter spells. I think I'm just letting this resolve. I'd rather save my counter spells for like impactful creatures or again things that matter. Next turn I can just go Fairy Seer, leave up counterspell, and then I have another counterspell for the turn after. So again, this is why I like to like in these situations often just let the land destruction resolve and then counter like the spells that affect the board, which is like why I like to play this deck with less land destruction and just more things that actually impact the board. I think it's better to play that way. Nice, another ice tunnel is actually a really good draw. I should have attacked first before playing a land too, because I could have drawn like even an island. I might have wanted to play over ice tunnel in this situation. But I mean, this is still fine. I'm gonna attack first and then play Fairy Seer, set up my future draws. So if you need to draw something right away, you can play Fairy Seer before Ninja, and then Scry, and then draw, and like basically turn it into like a preordain. But if you want to set up a draw for next turn, draw with Ninja and then Scry 2, and then you see more cards overall. Um, and it's better that way. I mean, I could draw another island. It's not terrible. I have 5 lands. They've already played a bunch of land destruction. They have 1 card left. I think I'm just supposed to bottom. I have another land in hand already and 2 ponders. They can't kill like all my lands. I think they're in trouble. Draw. Thought this was good. I thought that was gonna be another acid moss for some reason. Thermokarst, my island. I mean, at this point, do I just counter it? Because I can't counter anything else, I guess. Just because they're actually hitting my untapped island, they could have like a removal spell that they're trying to leave up. But if I just float blue, they just pass to the next main phase and then play like a removal spell or another creature here. All right, Thermokarst, my ice tunnel, sure. Land destruction is just really not that great. All right, so now let's attack and then ponder and then leave up counterplay ice tunnel. See, this land destruction's, I mean, it's really not doing that much. The Athemosses gave them another mana, but yeah, I drew a lot of lands this game. I'm also drawing extra cards. They have 0 cards in hand. I'm hitting for 4 down to 5. Gonna play Ice Tunnel almost certainly now because I want to just play this tap land while I can, and I still have a counterspell in hand. Because I let so many land destruction spells resolve, I still have counterspell in hand, which just prevents like a dino from coming down, or if they cascade like dino into boarding party, I counter one, kill the other. So I really like the way I saved the counterspell here. I mean, these are good enough. Might as well just draw spell etc. Even though it doesn't counter that much, it can counter a lightning bolt. I can also just flash in an end of turn to present lethal here. And I have double snuff out up still. This card's great. Love this old art and old border. It's pretty sick. All right, now I think they're dead. I just flash this in. I could even just let that resolve, but I'm gonna flash this in anyway. So they could play like a bolt or something, but that's okay. Nice. 3-1, just beat green red Ponza and go in round 5. See you there. All right, round 5 against the trophy leader. So what happened? I beat them when they were on that crazy like counterspell boarding party deck. Then they just beat me when I was on Soul Sisters, and now I'm on Blue Black Fae, and I do not know what they're going to be on, but keeping this hand. This hand's great. Might even just lead Ice Tunnel here. They're on a mold of 6. I'm excited to play against Baiko Digia. I don't know how to say it. Cycle Street Rate. What is this? Cycle Storm? Okay, okay. I think this is a good matchup for us overall. This hand isn't necessarily great against Cycle Storm, but no second land. Oh, they do. They do. Counterspell. Okay, I'm gonna not leave up Counterspell yet. Try to find more Counterspells. Put creatures on the board. Yep, nice. Now next turn I'll probably go Cycle Ash Barrens. And then I think I need to leave up Counterspell next turn. I could just not leave it up one more turn, but they already have a bunch of creatures in the yard. It's pretty close. It's attack. Don't have a ninja. Could have looked for one, but don't really like that actually. I think I want to just. What's the chance that they can go off from here? I mean, pretty reasonable. I think I'm supposed to just leave up Counterspell, and then next turn I can like preordain looking for land. Yeah, I think this is right. Just leave up counter. It just makes it so much harder for them to go off. Does buy them more time to keep cycling, but still think this is right. Land? Spell Stutter is actually good though. I could ponder to try to have more looks at a land, but let's preordain and then I could go into ponder if I don't find a land. Okay, I did find a land. Am I supposed to top this augur? I mean, this ninja? I think I am. Let's go top, top, play Ice Tunnel, attack. I just have one counterspell up here, not two, which is unfortunate. Maybe I was supposed to bottom that that ninja. The old Cycle Storm, huh? I have two relics for you. That's good. What swamp is this? That is sick. That is sick. I think I go for Spell Stutter end of turn here. They could like try to go off in response, but I think I'm fine to do that. Now, I mean, I want to get Ninja going, but I think I'd rather just have double counter up. Oh, it's a secret layers. That art is so sick. Okay. I think I'm just attacking and not doing anything. It's kind of hard for them to combo through double counterspell when they're only on 3 mana. I know I could have gone for Ninja there. Maybe I was supposed to, but yeah, I like just leaving up 2 counters here. I have two power of pressure. This is like a dark ritual. I can consider letting it resolve. Unearth the Stinger right now. I'm gonna let that resolve, and then in response to like the first cycle, I'm gonna snuff out for 4 life. Because then I still have double counter up. So yeah, I'm just gonna snuff out right now. I think this matchup, like I was saying, is really good for us. I think I just, I mean, I can go for end of turn behold here. I mean, they can go off at instant speed, but I don't think they can have a stinger in play. I'm just gonna cast this. I think I just bottom. All right, land is good. Just go land, ponder. Still gonna have double counter up here. I think this is not good enough. I mean, a Gurmag's not bad, but again, I need double counter up this turn anyway. I could draw the Gurmag and deploy it next turn, but I think I'd rather try to find more spell setters and counter spells. Just gonna attack for 2, not ninja anything in. They could have like a million rituals here. All right, I'm just gonna counter this, and then if they play like a songs, I'm gonna counter that as well, and then I can ninja back a spell setter. This is usually how I like to play out this matchup. Just always have counterspell up. Oh no. So they go off here. Might be dead. They had untapped swamp, 24 mana, 2 cards in hand. Storm 7. So they go like they definitely have Reaping the Graves. I think I'm dead. I could have gone for Ninja earlier on. Especially, I think there's one turn when I had double counter up, I could have gone for it. But I didn't. I think I like this build better with more untapped lands and not the pedal like shenanigans. Most likely I'm going to be dead here, but that deck does fizzle. I know this is obviously the trophy leader and they're going to play well, but that deck definitely fizzles a fair amount of the time. Let's see if they have it. I expect that they should. Dark Grit. Dark Grit. Bringing in 2 relics is really nice. They're at 6. They don't have infinite street rates left. 17 mana, Storm 12, 20 mana, Reaping the Graves. I think this is a reasonable matchup for me. One sec, I gotta check this. Not sure what they're doing. Oh, they're playing Death Denied? As like a 5th Reaping the Graves, I guess. They go down to 4. They go down to 2. Okay. Cycle Dranith Stinger and then unearth it. Yep. And then try to kill me from 15. I think they can. They have 5 mana left. They need a lot of mana here. I don't have a Snuff Out. They're at 2, so they're dead next turn, so they have to win right here. 2 mana left. They need rituals. They have to have a ritual. And they fizzle. They didn't fizzle, but they just didn't quite get there. That always happens with that deck. Wow. I played this deck. I know I didn't play that well. There was definitely different lines I could have taken. I think this version is better than the version I played too. I might play this version at some point. But man, that deck is rough to play. And then you get like hate brought in. Wow, I get 2 dispel, 2 negate. That is insane. I don't think I want Thorn. That seems pretty slow. Right, Fumes, Behold. Behold's not bad, but I think I want to keep most of my pressure. Augur is a little slow. Definitely don't need all this removal, that's for sure. I mean, Snuff Out, most of the time I think they're... Man, there is a chance they bring in that, like, it's like 3 mana, 2/3. Whenever you cycle a card, it gets +2/+0. I wonder if they're going to bring that in. Could go like 2 Cast Down, 2 Snuff Out, but Snuff Out is just so much better, specifically against their main plan of what's that? Drana Stinger. I think sideboarding like this is reasonable, and then if I see the 2/3, I can take these out or put some cast down back in. Could hedge by doing like this. Kind of like that. Mostly have snuff outs and then a cast down in case they bring in the 2/3. I have outs to draw it. I could also go 2/2 or go like 2/3. I mean, 2/2 is not bad. I don't need that many cast downs. And this is better against a potential sideboard plane that they have. Snuff out is just so much better than cast down specifically against during the Stinger. But I think because of their potential sideboard plan, I don't know the name of the card. It's a 3 mana 2/3, and when you cycle it gets +2/+0. I want some cast downs for that. I also sided out Behold here. I guess Behold is a little bit slow. Let's jam. Just draw a Relic and maybe they can't do anything. And the reason why Snuff Out is not good against the 2/3 is because it's a black card. Snap Keep. Wow, they kept 7. That's so lucky. They cycle so they can have 6. I feel like bottom is fine here. You can't cast this preordain like forever, and I'd rather just try to find more counter spells. Next turn, I'm probably just jamming Augur. I also need to find a black source at some point. Cycle Street Wraith. You got it. This swamp is so sick. Can't believe I've never seen it. I didn't even see like an advertisement for this. Maybe I did actually. Oh, this is the 5 basically secret layer swamp. Yeah, okay. So I did actually see these, and I remember thinking at the time actually that they were really sick. All right, I'm not gonna play around them going off this early. I think I just need to jam more pressure for now. I'm trying to find dispels, negates, counterspells, all that stuff. Dispel? Okay, I'll take a counterspell. Not gonna complain about that. So they might try to go off here considering they know we have counterspell now. We'll see. They could go like ritual, 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 duress. Okay, well, we have double counter. We still get to deploy fairies here, which is nice. Oh, that was such a good draw. This is all we're going to be able to do for the turn. Just bottom here. We already have a 4th island. No, yeah, we have 2 counter spells. If I ever draw an Ash Barrens, I mean, I guess I only have 1 card in yard right now. Cycle, sure. If they play a ritual, I have to counter it. Cycle, cycle. Okay. Now I have double counterspell up for next turn, but might not be enough. I can also find Relic at some point. Relic would be just like essentially game over, I think. Okay, they take 2. That's relevant. Cycle. Okay, I don't mind. Also, putting pressure on them is really relevant because just when they don't have pressure on them, allowing them to just like Street Wraith over and over and over is actually kind of bad for you. Wow, Spell Stutter is good. Now, if they don't try to go off on this next turn and I draw another land and I get to have triple counter up, that should be good enough. I mean, they could have like a million rituals, but I'm going to basically try to spell stutter any ritual here. Okay, I like to see cycle. I could even just flash in a spell stutter. Duress. Gonna counter this. Because if this resolves, I just get to keep up double counter after this. So it like trades anyway for this and I get pressure down. So they know about one more counter, is that right? Yeah, because they saw two counters with the first duress. All right. Actually, they have not played a land yet, so I'm not supposed to counter this. So I'm supposed to just let this resolve. Sucks that they see another counter, but they could go Swamp Songs of the Damned, and I don't want that to happen. Preordain. I think I just bottom top. Could find a Dispel. Another counter and another spell setter. I mean, these have to be good enough. I only have one counter up this turn, but that's all I can do. I could shuffle looking for like a relic or a dispel. It's pretty close, actually. I mean, these are obviously really good, but the game's not going to last two more turns anyway. I mean, I guess I could keep Spell Setter. It plays around a third duress. Oh, they've already played three duress. They've already played three. They could have the fourth. And if they have the fourth duress into combo, it's annoying. I'm just gonna keep it. Might be wrong. I could lose here. I think I have to let that resolve. Gonna try to counter our songs if I can. I also don't want to give them any storm. Yeah, this sucks. That's why I wanted to shuffle on that ponder. I probably should have, considering they already played triple duress. Unearth the Stinger. I feel like I'm going for spells that are on this. I guess I could have just gone for counterspell, but I think this is fine. They know my hand at this point. So the Unearth Healer to try to get life. Interesting. They have two cards left. They must have a Reaping the Graves. They do. Because now they can cycle more Street Wraiths. So getting the healer in play was actually relevant. So Stinger, Rot Beast, Rot Beast, Rot Beast, Horror. I didn't pay attention to exactly everything they got, but whatever. Yeah, they're gaining a bunch of life here. Maybe they're trying to set up for another combo next turn. I do have this counter spell. Yeah, I probably should have played that instead of spell setter. I'm drawing another counter spell though, right? I should have also drawn the ninja over the counter, because then I could have ninja'd this back and drawn the counter. That was a mistake. Actually might get punished for that. Healer is actually kind of wrecking me here. Yeah, I got pretty punished. I mean, actually no, because if I had gone for ninja, I'd only have one counter spell up because I have five, not six mana. So I think this is actually fine. So if this is a Cabal ritual, I feel like I just counter it. Cycle, gain one, sure. Wait, 1 second, I have to look at this. I'm gonna fire off a vintage cube draft after this with a friend, and he's telling me to win faster. All right, now I counter this, and then they only have 1 mana left, and I counter their next spell as well. And then I'm drawing Ninja, returning Spell Setter Sprite. So I think again that this matchup is pretty reasonable for us. No black mana, no problem. And then if I draw a land here, it's an untapped land. It's so good. Oh, I shouldn't have attacked with this. That was a mistake. This is not lethal still. So it's not over, but if I draw an untapped land, I think I can bottom both of these. I guess this is another ninja for spell stutter is reasonable. But yeah, it's just bottom bottom. Okay, cycle, they gain one, sure. They probably do have one more duress in their deck. Cabal Writ. Could just counter this. I think I'm going to let this resolve. I also saw that they have the return X creatures. So I might rather try to counterspell that. They're cycling now. Interesting. They have like a Song of the Damned. They cycle Street Wraith. Wow. Makes sense. They go to 1, they go up to 2. Okay, no more Street Wraiths for now. They go up to 3, sure. Now they can Street Wraith. Cabal Writ. I think I need to let this resolve. I don't want to give them free storm quite yet. And again, if they play the return X creature cards, I can counter that. With this or this. Songs. I feel like I'm supposed to counter this. Maybe they go off and kill me, but this really limits their mana, especially if they don't have another songs. Okay, they do. Are they going off in response? Maybe I should have kept that other ninja on top. They have 20 mana and 3 cards in hand, Storm 5. I feel like it's still going to be tough. Wasn't able to find a relic. Reaping the Graves right now. Why with this on the stack? Vantasaur, Carabid, Rot Beast, Horror, Healer. Let me put this up here so you can watch the text go by as well. They're cycling, they're gaining life. Maybe they're just trying to get out of lethal and they can't win this turn, but if they don't win this turn, I feel like, okay, they might be able to win. I'm at 20. Storm count only 7 though. Okay. Healer. They go to 9. I'm at 17. Songs. Guess they just can keep cycling for now. If they win this game, that's pretty incredible. How many songs have gone? Is that only 1? Oh no, 2? It can be kind of hard to see. 2 songs. I think only 2 reaping as well. There's 1 reaping. There's another reaping. Duress, take my counterspell. Songs, 41 mana. Storm 10. Reaping. So if they have a couple extra cyclers or they draw into them, which most of their deck is, I think I die. But barely. They also have 9 cards left, so they're gonna have to start cycling. Yeah, it looks like they have the win in hand, most likely. I could concede, but it's not 100% that they even have it still. I mean, I guess they're gaining a bunch of life here, but yeah, I think I'm dead. Well played. They need 5 more cyclers, and they can also draw some number of cards here. They probably just have 3 more in hand anyway. All right. Thought we were going to win that one, but wasn't quite able to get there. Reaping, okay. All right, where are the relics at? Damn, that was rough. Yeah, I don't think they're on the other creature plan, so let's just go like this. Keep the snuff outs for their 2/2s. All right, let's go. All right, game 3. Hmm, 5 lands, no relic. I have Fairy Seer into counterspell. Guess I'm gonna keep. It's pretty close. Maybe I'm not supposed to keep. Just the fact that I have this scry makes me kind of want to keep, but I think I can maybe just do better than this. All right, I'm gonna mull. All right. Well, I mean, I think this is actually better. Just get rid of a Fairy Seer here. Because I'm gonna be jamming Augur over that anyway. Yeah, let's go. I think this is better. I have double counter. I have 2 lands. All right, another land is actually pretty decent here. I think I'm supposed to just jam Augur. I think I just take another counter spell. Don't mind just having infinite of those. Might even just play Fairies here next turn to try to hit more islands. So that's all we really want at this point. Oh, they're going for it? Oh, they're just cycling a bunch to try to hit land drops? Makes sense. I like them using a Dark Ritual, though, for that. And they do hit a tap land. All right, nice. Island is great. Now we just want to hit more islands, basically. I think these are good enough. Do I want to draw the Augur? Maybe not. Just bottom, top. Okay. They have a pretty aggressive hand here. Carabid, sure. Cycle, you got it. And I just have to play Ice Tunnel. I wanted to do this so I could have double counter up on the next turn. They're at 13. Cycle. Really want to find Relic now. It's obviously my best draw. Want them to go for something here. Like, please play Ritual, that'd be so good. Okay, that's not good for me. Relic? Ninja. All right, I'm gonna go for Ninja. Oh, damn it. I needed to play Swamp there so I could replay Fairies here. All right, well, it's just Ninja back Augur now. Could have just not ninja'd, but I think I'm supposed to. Spell Stutter Sprite. Man, pretty punished for not playing this Swamp first. Now they're just going to go off. I feel like they can go off through one counterspell pretty easily here. To let that resolve. Duress. That can resolve. I mean, hopefully they just have a bunch of duresses or they can't actually go off through this. Have to let that resolve. Sucks. Interesting. Opponents in the tank. Unearth Stinger. I feel like they're gonna go songs into reaping here. I think I'm just supposed to counter this. I think stopping their Stinger from coming into play if I can is what I want to do. They cycle Unearth. Okay. That's weird. Why'd they cycle Unearth? Did they mean to cast it? Or they're looking for more gas. They only have 3 cards left. Wow, nothing? That's incredible. Island would be decent. Spell Stutter. Jeez, I can't believe they just didn't do anything. I mean, I can believe it. It's Cyclostorm, the deck I always like talk shit about. They're at 6. I don't have lethal, but I have double counter up, and they didn't actually do anything last turn. Cycle resolves. And they concede. Nice. Got the 4-1. Beat the trophy leader. Dope. List felt good. We only lost to Carves on Blue Black Delver, which was a close match. I might want like one Bonder's Ornament in the sideboard to kind of fight Bonder's Ornaments. It's good strategy. But the list felt great. I loved actually the forecast down, even though it didn't come into play that much. It just feels safe to have it. I really liked the list. And my channel, youtube.com/snapbolt. Go check it out. My name is Max. Till next time. Peace. I'm going to go draft some cube.